Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on...
Next for the Mets, Bud Weiser. Bunch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories.
This guy's got a realistic shot to win the Triple Crown, and he's hit several home runs in his last 10 games.
From the belt, kicks and deals. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. See you later, over the wall, a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier.
To 1-2 now.
Javier.
One out, nobody on. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He was driving in runs like crazy last month. And when you watch how he swings and how he goes about it, you're not at all surprised. I'm looking for him to generate a lot of offense in this one.
In is Jorge Soler. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Soler.
Now the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Pirates nothing. Up next for the Buccos, Colin Moran, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well. You go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
2 balls and a strike to count. Three and one now as that misses down and in. Gregory Polanco waits on deck. Hit out towards second. Hampson from the outfield grass. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Gregory Polanco. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
Gregory Polanco.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to Gregory Polanco.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
There's ball 4. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
First offering on its way. And this is low, ball 1. Semien stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
One and one, here it is. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Misses, ball 2. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Polanco, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Digging in, Elias Diaz. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch coming, here it is. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first, and he'll dive back in. 2 out with the man at first. In on him as this is bounced toward short, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 2-0. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Frazier fields it cleanly, and there's 1 down now.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. His batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He's gone 3 for 11. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Count even at 2-2. High pop-up. And this is taken in for the second out. At the plate, Adam Duvall. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So here now's the pitcher, Lucas Giolito.
Lucas Giolito.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 2 and the Pirates nothing.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. To start the day, they've given up the fewest home runs of any other pitching staff in the league, which has certainly led to accumulating one of the best ERAs in the league as well. One of their pitchers told me, all of our guys have stuff that dances around. We don't throw a lot of straight stuff, so we make it really tough on hitters to barrel us up. Especially in today's game, limiting the home.
Ready to take his hacks again, Bud Weiser, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jesse Winker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders. Bud Weiser will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Line drive to center field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Down 1-2. Stepping into the box, Bud Weiser. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Line toward the gap in left center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. Pittsburgh put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Jamison Taillon earns his team leading 11th win as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Edgar Santana records the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. Mets baseball starts right now. Luis Castillo is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it.
Striding in once again, Bud Weiser. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling.
At the plate, Bud Weiser. He singled his last time up.
Bud Weiser.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, and the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons.
Ready to take his hacks again. Bud Weiser, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Digging in the switch hitter, Bud Weiser, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have taken the first two games of this series on the road as this one is over. This evening's game comes to an end at 5-4, the final tally. The Buccos put up